people in the chat.
Con.
Hey, we might have to change the name, y'all, from Tricky Transformer to Tricky Trade.
Tricky what?
Hey, wait till you see that video I sent you for, for the next show.
All right, go, sir.
Tricky.
Man, they running trains on the train.
No, trade.
Oh, trade. I was like, damn.
That actually happened on the video. You see what we said.
Dang.
Disgusting. Young cats too.
Damn.
18, 19, 20. Young. You'll see it. Young brothers. It's a goddamn shame. You know, why young men be like that. Yep. Give me 1 second, Israel. We're gonna type this thing in here. And we're gonna get it started. Mike Charlotte, did you finish our intro?
Live, sir. I'm still working on it. We'll get it together, sir.
Okay, no sweat. I was gonna say, hit me, Maestro.
Yeah. So we'll be able to do it soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, we about to get it.
Yeah.
You want to get them started now, you can.
Okay, come on, sir.
We're going to drop the intro.
Oh, come on, sir. Shalom, Israel. This is Preaching Officer Mahashiala, man, with Captain K, the Goggle Bar, man. This is Sharpen the Sword Radio, man. Oh, my goodness. It goes down every Sunday at the same time, man. We back like we never left, man. We're going to be talking about the unfair welfare system, man. And I know a lot of our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can definitely relate with this one, man. This one right here should hit really close to home. You know what I'm saying, Cap? Like this should hit close to home because most of our people are going through this, man. An unfair welfare system, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we know it's unfair because for most women to get good on that government assistance, you cannot have a man in your household. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things. I guess that's a prerequisite or whatever it's called to even be able to get good welfare assistance. So we're gonna get into that a little bit, man. You know, Captain K gonna break it all down. Yeah, you know, Captain K gonna break it down to you like powder. You know what I'm saying, and bring this thing home for you with this heavy topic, sir. Salaki.
Damn right. Shalom is real. Y'all already know who it is and what it is and what it do. All right. Captain K, the Goggle Bar of the ISUPK under the manager of YAHANNA. And I got my heavy hitters in the building with me. We got Officer Abana Saw in this fish. You understand? He's in the building. And then we got the heavy hitter out of Atlanta, Officer Aisha Allah in the building. You understand? So, but the brother just told you what we want to discuss. I kind of turned into it like I'm something like a historian. You understand?
Right.
I done turned around and started looking at it. Now, a lot of this stuff I do remember, you know what I'm saying? Now, as I'm researching this stuff, you know, looking up videos and going on, I'm like, damn, we just taught this stuff in school. We went over a lot of this stuff in school, you know. And I heard and seen a lot of these things took place. So, like, matter of fact, being on welfare as a child, I was on welfare. My mother, you know what I'm saying? She was in the system. Okay. And what's funny about that is I remember when I turned 30, what was that? 6, something like that. 30. This was like I want to say 2 or 3 years like before my father passed. A couple years before he passed, before my mother passed. Turn around and my father gets a letter from child support for the welfare that my mother had gotten for me when I was a child. Oh, God. And they sending this man a letter saying that he got to pay for his child that's now 36 years old.
Dang.
I'm like, now my daddy, he was hella funny. He always had some jokes. You understand? I'm thinking this man playing. I'm like, Pop, come on. Something like you know, he was serious. Showed me the letter. Read the letter and everything. I'm like, you got to be kidding. They actually sent him a letter for him to start paying child support for me as a 36-year-old.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead,
If I may, just to piggyback off your set of what you talking about, I can remember being 27 years old and receiving a light bill that my mother had in my name when I was a child for $700.
Damn. Yep. And they know. They checked the records and knew you was a kid at that time.
Kind.
They know that. Yep. Hey, yeah. They knew that. Hey, any way to collect, boy, they didn't. They don't give a damn. You understand? They are going to collect. Oh, we got another hitter out of Atlanta, Officer Halak Shalom, Yabashim.
Hey, shalom, Cap. Shalom, Officer Mashallah.
In the building.
Shalom, Officer Aban. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Rock a thumb to y'all. Everybody tomorrow.
Yabashim Shabbat.
Damn right. We threw out
Full time in Christ.
Hey, I like that background. Now, Cherry, but
Check that out.
hey, they don't look like none of that shit that be on the movies where the white people standing out in the farm and the light beaming on them, they levitate up in the UFO.
Right.
Flying up in the damn sky. It don't look like that one, boy. It don't look like that one. Okay?
Right.
It look like one that there's niggas in right there.
Right.
With a Cadillac emblem on the front of it. You know what I'm saying? That would look like, boy. Like some niggas gonna come through and handle some business. Good night.
Damn right.
Yep.
Most right.
But yeah, man. They're right. But my father, he received, and I talked to my mother about that too. She said, that's a damn shame. That's the first thing out of her mouth. She said, that's a damn shame. And I think she did something. She responded to the letter. She received the letter or something like that. And she did something to where they canceled. What, you know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
But, I mean, 36 years? Come on, man. 36 years. And the crazy thing about child support, and that's another one we're getting on. We're definitely getting on that one. But I'm just bringing this up to show how the system is spirit.
Salakia, sir.
Come on with
real fast on that. They would have been seeking, they so wicked, this oppressor, that they would have been trying to seek jail time for that. That's crazy.
They'll take your licenses, with an S plural. If you have a fishing license, hunting license, if you need that to feed yourself.
Right.
If you need your fishing and your hunting license to feed yourself, if you are behind in back child support, they will take that. They will take that. If you say for instance, a whole bunch of brothers and sisters got CDL now. They driving the shit out all of these trucks, right? They will take your CDL that you are. The point is for you to pay the money. But they'll take what you have that will prevent you from getting out and making the goddamn money. And you can't tell me that this system is designed to help us. You can't tell me that a system that's based on money don't stop you from making the money, and we cannot call this oppression. We can't say that we still, in captivity. we can't say the things that we're saying about the white man being the slave master and being the devil, the Bible speaks of. We can't say those kinds of things.
Right.
Okay? They'll take whatever license you got, right? Plumber, carpenter,
Dang.
pipe fitter, you understand? Whatever, whichever one. Whatever license you have, they'll take it. And then you can't even work and make money to pay child support.
Right.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we definitely gonna get off into the system real quick. About read that part on why the system was created and who was created for the welfare system.
Kind, sir. The U.S. welfare system was created in 1935 as part of President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal program, primarily through the Social Security Act. The need arose from the Great Depression.
Okay, now if anybody looked this up, Great Depression was after World War One. After World War One, the economy shot up. Things started looking good. What do they start making, like cars and stuff like that? All kinds of stuff. Stocks was going up. Everything was going up for a while. What was it, about 10 years, I think? 10, 15 years, it was going up. Then, after the economy failed, how much money did the stock crash? The stock market crashed, and it was, I think they lost somewhere around $2 billion. It might be more than that. Look that up for me, Maisha. The Great Depression, how much money did the stock market lose when it crashed? So there went jobs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was now this is white America we talking about.
Right.
This is white America. We talking about black America. Right? We talking about white America. Okay? White America crashed, they stock market, they jobs, they were employed. It wasn't looking so good. And it lasted for about 10 years? It lasted for about 10 years too. Okay. So it was a huge amount. How much money they lose, Maisha? You found it yet? I can't hear you. Maisha, can you hear? I don't know if the brother can hear. Allah, can you hear me out?
Come, sir.
Okay.
Salakia, so would you if you had to ask the question a different way, would you be saying how much money was lost during the Great Depression?
Something like that. The stock market crashed, and I just wanted the amount.
Okay.
That they lost. They claimed they have lost.
Okay, I see one. It says how much. It says how much.
If you go, you got.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, no, you Tawab, Adawan. I believe.
Salaki, Adawan, can you hear me?
Okay, Salaki.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Mike. Allah, go ahead. Go ahead, Allah.
Okay.
Oh, I believe it's the stock market crash of 1929. It says nearly 50 billion in stock market value. With the Dow Jones Industrial Average declining by nearly 90% from its peak in September 1929 to its low in July 1932. So between the years of roughly about 3 years between 1929 all the way up into 1932, $50 billion was lost in the stock market.
And Salakia, if I may, this is actually linked into what was called the Dust Bowl years, when it was 4 droughts from 1930 to 1940. So the Most High put a whooping on that behind. You know, so it was they couldn't grow nothing, they couldn't have nothing. The Most High is the reason.
Oh, yeah.
We know, and this Dust Bowl thing, like no rain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't grow nothing.
Yeah.
They was
It ain't no rain. Ain't no
yeah, they was literally living in dust.
Mm-hmm.
No, right.
But we prospered.
And that was what?
The Dust Bowl years.
Dust Bowl years, hell yeah. Most time first. Go ahead, Mike Shaw.
No, kind. I was gonna read almost the same thing. Officer Halaka mine was reading. So no, it's the wild, sir. It's lucky.
Okay, good. No, I couldn't hear you first. I asked you.
Yeah.
Did you find the numbers, and then I don't know if you heard me or not.
Yeah, kind, sir. It's kind of acting up over here a little bit. I'm trying to get it figured out.
Oh, God, ain't no sweat. No sweat.
Okay, kind.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money. And that's what happened. That's the Great Depression right there. You understand? And the market crashed. Everything went from rising and stocks to crashing, falling, burning. You understand? Keep reading. Come on.
Con, sir. The need arose from the Great Depression, which overwhelmed existing state and local relief efforts, demonstrating that neither private charities nor state governments had the resources to cope with mass unemployment and poverty. The Social Security Act aimed to provide a national safety net by offering financial assistance for the unemployed, the elderly, and dependent children, establishing the federal government's role in supporting vulnerable populations.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Give me a 1 in the chat if my mic is loud. If everybody can hear me pretty good, give me a 1 in the chat. I'm hearing a text saying that Obama is loud. Want both mics to be extremely loud.
Con, sir. Yeah, his mic is a little bit louder than yours.
His is louder than mine. I wonder how can we adjust it. How about check that machine right there, see if it's say volume for like different mics, from mic 1 and mic 2.
Yeah, it might like yours is perfect. He also Bond might want to turn his down a little bit.
I see my total volume.
Like total?
Yeah.
Don't listen. Okay, but both of us sound good though.
Yeah,
it's not like
good,
extremely low, is it?
His is just loud. His is just louder. Yours sound good, but his is just louder. I don't know if he's up close to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he's up close to it. Just back away from the sun or something. He's just louder. Okay, come on.
Oh, okay, no sweat. He just putting on his Howard Shine. I'm putting on my Barry White. With some many waters in this mug.
Hey, that's the way I was trained.
Hey,
man.
most had it correct. Yeah, right. Look, hey man. All right, well let's get it. Let's keep going. Let's keep rocking. Read a little more, Bob.
Kind, sir. It says the need for federal action, the Great Depression, the severe economic collapse of the 1930s caused widespread unemployment.
Pull your mic back close.
Kind, sir. And poverty, overwhelming state and local resources designed to handle smaller scale problems, overburdened states State and local public relief programs were unprepared for the scale of need, and their ability to generate revenue was also reduced by the Depression.
Right. So basically, like, think about like charities, like different companies that's helping keep the economy going, right? Even though they was donating money, the need was too great. The money that the companies was donating to help keep things flowing just wasn't working, right? So then keep on.
Kind, sir. Inadequacy of private charity. Private charities and businesses lack the financial capacity to support the millions of Americans in need during the crisis.
Absolutely.
Kind. The role of the New Deal. Franklin D. Roosevelt's vision. President Roosevelt sought federal solutions to the economic crisis and social needs of the time. Social Security Act of 1935. This landmark legislation was the foundation of the U.S. welfare system. It created retirement insurance, a federally sponsored system for old age pensions, unemployment insurance, employer paid benefits to provide economic security, aid to dependent children, direct financial assistance for needy children, marking the start of modern federal welfare programs.
Oh, okay, now stop right there. I'm gonna play the video in a second. There was a time period called I think it's laissez faire. It's French. You know what I'm saying? All I know is bonjour and oui oui.
Right.
That's all the French I know. But I think laissez faire. Fair, whatever, mon chéri, you know, my chéri, or more. But that song, is that French? Hey, but in that time period, that was the government was not involved, you understand, in the economy. And they actually felt that it was better for them not to be involved. Matter of fact, that's what the word means. Laissez faire, French word, means not involved, leave it alone, don't bother me, something like that, right? To where the government was not assisting in all of these different programs they have right now. But to help, of course, their people, right, which were in need and unemployed and starving and in poverty and all of this, the government said, well, we can help the economy this way. We can come up with these programs, right? Welfare system can help. What Abad just read. But read all this stuff again about before I play the video of everything that the welfare system, but the government had came up with to help white people in their time of need during the Great Depression. Read that whole little list here.
Come
on.
They created retirement insurance.
Mm-hmm. Retirement insurance. Think about it. You work hard your whole life, and then you start receiving checks. They hold back money from you to put in, retirement, and then when you retire, they start sending you checks. You understand, every month for all the years that you had worked. When now you're a little older. In some cases, we have some young people retiring now, but you're at a time in your life to where getting a little older and working just should not be for you. You understand? You should be able to enjoy the rest of your life. So they came up with retirement insurance. Go ahead, Bob.
Old age pensions.
Old age pensions, right? Now everybody that work a slave, they got a pension. You understand? These things are supposedly designed to help the working class American, right? Keep going.
Unemployment insurance.
Unemployment insurance. Like for instance, when you get laid off from a job, you can file for what's that? Unemployment. And it's crazy how now I haven't worked in the force and in the field since 2006. I've had my own business since 2006. Back in 2000 and I forgot what year this was, but I'm a union painter, and I ended up getting laid off for a long time. It wasn't usual, and it hadn't happened often. But I turned around and got laid off right for. I'm like, damn, my old lady called me back then. Last time was like 2 weeks. Last time was 3 weeks. Damn, what's going on? So I turned around and filed unemployment. And back then, it was, I think here in Missouri, it was $250. Do you know, damn near 30 years later, it's still the same $250?
Kind of.
It's still the same $250. When the price of everything went up $1,050, huh?
Kind of.
And they still giving unemployed workers $250 a week. If they give them that, I heard that you be on hold all damn week long trying to file. Then finally you gotta wait. Once you get a hold of somebody, you gotta wait to see if they approve you. And I heard it be a month or two before the process. You know, like, why are you doing that to people? Why is this process taking so long? And we're going to prove why the welfare system is such an unfair system when it comes to blacks and Hispanics. All right, that's what we're going to show today. Come on with it, while I'm reading this.
Kind of. Aid to dependent children.
What is it?
Aid to dependent children.
Aid to dependent children. Okay, so that's like food stamps and WIC. The WIC is where you get like cereal and what's that?
Like baby needs. Yeah, it's like baby needs, sir.
Yeah, you can get baby food and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's I think it's, do they still do vouchers? But I think back in the day it was like a little voucher. You take it to the store, and then they'll scan it, scan all the stuff that you got on the voucher. You gotta make sure everything that's on your list on that voucher match and all of that.
They still doing that.
They still do that? Okay, yeah. I remember that. Like I said, I was on a system as a child. And certain things that I wanted, I couldn't get because it wasn't on the voucher. You understand? It was not on the list. So I couldn't get name brand chips and name brand cereal.
Get King Bite.
We couldn't get those name brand.
Right.
You understand? We had to get all of the store brand, everything. You understand? And they had the certain ounces and you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man. Boy, hey, you gotta straight be a grocery historian. You understand? Hey, to be on the systems, boy, you gotta be when I call myself a historian, you got to be a grocery historian in order to be on government assistance, boy. Because I remember being in the store with my mama for help. Like, God damn, can we go back home yet?
Right.
We're in the store all day. And now I know why. Because she had to match the product and the ounces and all of that. You know? So now I understand, mama. Okay? So go ahead. What's that?
Kind. Direct financial assistance for needy children.
Okay. Direct financial assistance for needy children. That's that what they call it? Is that the part? That's the welfare, right?
Kind.
Yeah, that's the welfare. Go ahead.
Marking the start of modern welfare program.
Keep going. Now this is what the government put in place to help white Americans as they were depressed from not having a job during the Great Depression. Some more?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, now let's start. Let's play this video real quick. And we're gonna get into how unfair the welfare system is here in America for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yeah, Cap. You know your mama be in the grocery store all day, boy. You better not ask for nothing.
You on the stage, Marshall?
You hear me, sir?
God, I can hear you.
I got you on stage. You know, you be in that grocery store, you better not ask your mama for nothing, and you know you better not hit her in the back of that ankle with that shopping cart, boy. It's gonna be a
Oh,
whole nother.
You better not hit her with that cart. You better be paying attention.
Kind.
Turn around and get your ass whooped in the store, boy. You hit her with that cart. Oh my God, she already frustrated. You understand?
Right.
She already going through something. And you gonna turn around and not be paying attention, trying to ride on the damn cart.
Kind.
Gonna push it real fast and then jump on that mug. And, you know what I'm saying? And then try to roll your way through the store, through the aisle with your mama, boy. You hit that ankle, boy. I'm telling you. One of them boxes of cereal going upside your head.
It's a lot, sir. You already pissed off as a little kid because you went past the Fruit Loops, the Lucky Charms, straight to the King Vitamin. You getting the King Vitamin?
Just for the bag.
Yeah.
Just for the bag of cereal. You just say cereal. You understand? Just say Fruit Loops on it.
Yeah.
No, not the Fruit Loops.
Fruitios.
Fruitios. Fruitios. Wait a minute. What's the other? Flakes.
I remember all we got was King Vitamins off of that.
Hey,
that's the only thing I remember.
Hey, Bob, I ain't gonna front though. I used to like King Vitamins.
Yeah, but it tore the roof of your mouth up. Come on, man.
Well, hold on, Cap. What's the substitute for King Vitamin? What was it imitating?
Captain Crunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the off-brand version of the Captain Crunch.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. What's the Cheerio? What's the one? What is just O's?
Man, I
can't think. I think it was just O's. I think I remember seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right about. You going through the aisle, all of the name brand stuff, the big bags and boxes and shit that look good, to go to that one part in the aisle where everything looked the same brand, damn brown and damn orange, and just had some letters on the front of it.
You ain't get no toy in it. Ain't no toy in it, ain't that.
No, you ain't get none of that.
Hey, it's like what could, Cap.
Boy, look at here. I'm telling you.
Hey, it's like what could, Cap.
Come on with it.
Oh, so you passing everything they got a commercial for. You ain't get nothing they got a commercial. You got to get you know Fruit Loops, the Fruit Loops, Captain Crunch, all that. They got commercials. Right. You like, Mama, this cereal ain't got no commercial.
Hell yeah.
So
yep, all of them cereals. They had the commercials. No, we walking right on past all of that.
Dang.
We're walking right past all of that. But let me go on and let me start playing this video.
Come on, sir.
I'm gonna save my dough. Get away from here. I ain't gonna come back no more.
And real quick, we're gonna turn around and see if anything had changed since back then to today. You understand? Because I talk to a lot of people that's on assistance right now to this day, right? And guess what? I haven't heard anything positive about them being on government assistance. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard any positive story that yes, they really feel like they're going to be able to, take care of themselves and the kids and eventually get on their feet. All of the reform stuff that the government is talking about, that Donald Trump is talking about, that Charlie Kirk was talking about, all this reform shit, I'm going to see, is it actually taking place today? Has it gotten better from then to now? We're going to see.
Welfare mothers, and the children too, feel that they are on a dead-end street. That the way things are, there's not enough money and no way to hold up your head. And so they've begun what amounts to a welfare revolt.
You look on TV and you see that poor little kid from another nation
Oh, he looks so pitiful. I feel so sorry for him. But I can't overlook the fact that we have poor little kids in this nation.
Mrs. Etta Horn is a leader of the welfare rights movement. Their principle and their overwhelming complaint is that there simply is not enough money to raise a family, and that it's given in a self-defeating and self-perpetuating way, that it degrades the people who receive it.
Now, it only degrades us people that receive, blacks and Hispanics. It don't degrade white. It don't degrade white. It's different rules for them and us. Like, for instance, when I was working down in Branson, right, there's a super toy that they built. We painted the whole thing, exterior, interior, right? And I remember going to, now I had a hotel, not often, but I had a hotel with a kitchen, and I was able to cook, right? And so once I found out that my hotel had the kitchen in it, I said, oh shit. That way we gotta eat out all week, right? So I'm taking all that per diem that I'm saving, because we was making hella a week and per diem was hella a week. So I'm taking that and I'm saying, I go to the grocery store and I hit some Walmart, right? And so I get to the grocery store, and as I'm in the line, I'm sitting here watching white couples, right? Husbands and wives in the line arguing over whose food stamp card they gonna use for the food.
Yeah.
Right? The white man like, no, honey, here, use mine. There's more on mine. Just save yours. So this is what the husband is telling his wife. And I'm like, damn, now, usually when I see my people in the goddamn line, the only one with the food stamp card is the woman.
Right.
And the man, of course, he can't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, sisters are sneaking and having men. You know what I'm saying? But that's one, like you said, my child, that's one of the requirements, is to not have a man, because having a man means that you got some kind of income. That's how it was back then, and that's how it is right now to this day. So I saw several white families down there, all in the line shopping, husband and wives with both damn food stamp cards. Here, you can only get one food stamp card per household in the black community. Say for instance, if you move in with a relative and they are on assistance, they get the food stamps. And say for instance, you unemployed and you apply for food stamps. You use that address and they're already getting it, you're going to get denied. They're not going to give you food stamps because you need food stamps. They're going to deny you because you live in a house that's already receiving food stamps. When they don't do foreigners that way.
Right.
They don't do white people that way. They don't do none of them that way. But their reform shit, that's part of their reform, is blocking us from even getting the assistance. Why? Because they didn't even create it for us. Obama just read to you who they invented welfare for. It was to help white Americans, not black Americans.
Right.
All right. But check this out.
So
the sister, she just said something that was heavy. She said, you know what? Turn around and look on TV. This was in 1967. This documentary, right? And this is called what is this thing called? I think it's a welfare over the man. That's what this one is called. And she said, yeah, I see 4 little children from other nations starving. Yeah, it's sad. She said, but I can't overlook the starving children that's in this nation, my own people. That's what she was talking about. You know, you got the little Africans, feed the Africans for, what is it, $1 a day about? And $1 a day. Feed, they got the commercials where the Africans is skin and bones, right? Rib cage busting out their goddamn body, Flies all in their mouth. Just standing there with the flies, and that's all they eat. Is the damn flies. They're standing there with their mouth open, and a million flies in their mouth. This stink ass breath. And then you want to turn around and want me to feel sorry for them when my own little brothers and sisters right here in this country and in the city of St. Louis where I live in can't even afford to eat a damn turkey sandwich a day. And you want us to feel sorry for them.
Dang.
So one problem that we had back then was that we was all separate. If you look up anything in history back then, you're gonna see a lot of different movements. Everybody was not on the same page. They was fighting like the same for the same reasons, but they just was not together. It was all separate, several different groups. You understand? And that's not how we supposed to be. We are supposed to be together as a nation of people. There's no need for several different organizations. We got one, and it's called the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under command of General YAHANNA. That's that one organization that we all need to be in.
Right.
Because believe it or not, Commander General YAHANNA has the solution for all of our problems.
Right.
And it ain't starting with going to beg the white man for food stamps, or a job, or hands up, don't shoot, fair treatment. You understand? What's that say? I am a man, the slave, the famous slave on his knees, begging in chains, talking about I am a man. You ain't got to do that. All we got to do is come together and obey God. That's it. It's real simple.
It's lucky if I may.
Come on.
Real fast. I can remember watching that video, the infomercials which you talking about with the little hand mic. Yeah. And I never seen an African with a fly on his damn eyeball doing Price is Right or General Hospital or some type of oppressor show. It was always when we watching what we want to watch. A naked show, then you see the African damn fly on his eyeball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a scam, like it was a racket to get money out of us.
That's exactly what it was.
And we ain't got no money.
That's exactly what that was for. To get money out of, to make us think that those Africans are our people.
Right.
And then we say, oh, and then start sending in cash.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that was for. You are absolutely correct. But those Africans are not our people. Yep. So let me keep playing.
Children, I look at my kids as fight, and I think, am I going to really prove to them where it starts at? You know, they're always screaming about delinquents. American Welfare Department makes delinquents.
There is an evil system around.
Martin Luther King believes that welfare is part of that system, damaging to black and white alike.
Will not get right until this evil system is removed, because as I have listened and as I've looked and as I've lived in the ghetto, I've seen what this evil system has done to my brothers and my sisters. I've seen how it has left little children with clouds of inferiority formed in their little mental sky. I've seen how this evil system has transformed nice, decent young women into prostitutes. I've seen how this system has transformed nice, decent young men into dope addicts trying to escape the ugliness of their daily life.
Now, I got to say this. If that's how you truly felt, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., why did you join our people to this system? Mm. If you see that there is an ugly system that's taking children, clouding their judgment, and making them feel inferior to others, right? Because we're supposed to uplift children, right? Ain't that what Whitney Houston said in her song? I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. But here, our children are feeling inferior to white kids, little white boys and little white girls. Because our hers, Kiki and Nappy, some of the best grade of hair on the planet, little white kids is talking about our hair and then got our kids feeling sad about it. Like you said, this system is so ugly, it turned decent girls and young women into prostitutes. This system has destroyed our people. It has. And it didn't just start. It started a long time ago. And in this documentary, if we get to enough of it, it's going to show. It's going to show just how much they destroyed us back then. Like, it ain't even like it was something that just started, in the 20s or 2000s, right? Shall I say from side 20, the 2000s, right? This is 1967, I believe. And it happened then. So why would Dr. Martin Luther King join us with an ugly system instead of teaching black people to separate from the system? Martin Luther King's whole movement and involvement was us being a part of the ugly system that he claimed as an ugly system. That's what Martin Luther King claimed. Y'all just heard him, right?
Okay.
Y'all just heard him for yourself. This is an ugly system that's doing this to our people. And this man said, you know what? I think that we all should join. We all equal. This is ridiculous. So this further proves the point of why men like Martin Luther King, those preachers, are not leaders for black people at all. But let me play some more.
Maria Ortiz and her children, Hilda, Juanita, Antonio, Pedro, in their New York apartment. Mrs. Ortiz gets her welfare check under the Aid for Dependent Children program. It comes to about $117 every 2 weeks, about $3,000 a year. Not enough to pay the rent, feed and clothe the kids, and provide the diet that a doctor has told Mrs. Ortiz she needs. Another child is on the way, but the father of her children has deserted her. The fact that governs everything else in Mrs. Ortiz's life is money, or the lack of it. Her inability to give her children the things they need.
Little Pedro is bad at. Okay, I'm gonna skip through it a little bit, but her story is similar to other sisters. You know what I'm saying? And this is a Hispanic system, and the same rules apply for her too. Why? Because our oppressors know that we are the same people. While we sitting here mad at the Hispanics, going in on the Mexicans, talking about they over here taking all the jobs. Nah, we can't do that. Those are our brothers and our sisters. And one thing you can't do is hate on them goddamn Mexicans, the disco Mexicans. They gets down and they work. So they ain't taking all the jobs, they just doing the ones you don't want to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Most Judite men have been worn out here, boy. They worn out with this low pay and no pay and fired, and you might get hired. And they threaten you with losing your job every day. Most of you like men are sick of this shit. You understand? So the Ishmaelite brothers, they want the work done. You understand? The white man want the work done. And he know that Mexicans, Hispanics, blacks, Native Indians, and we all family. And he like, well, hell, since we haven't done them as bad, guess what? We'll let them cut the grass. We'll let them put the roofs on. But now look at what they're doing to them. Now they can put them. You understand? They turn around and sicken ice on them everywhere. Ice is not cool. Okay? So, let me place one.
Breakfast in the home of Carol King, a Cleveland welfare mother with 9 children. On the days before the welfare check arrives, there is half an orange for each child.
Here, Matt. Don't put away that small stuff.
Mrs. King has become involved in the welfare rights movement because she feels she doesn't get enough money to raise her family.
Did y'all hear that though? A half an orange for each child.
Damn.
That's all them kids get to eat that day. I mean, like, can you imagine that, man? Can you imagine having 9 children and only being able to feed them a half of an orange, man? And then here you go. Now, you made up a system that's supposed to help children in situations like this, families in situations like this. But you come up with every reason to turn around and deny it. Every reason. A half an orange, child.
Dang.
That's crazy.
But like the other one,
Come on with it. Come on with it.
That's a prime example of, how the system sets our people up for failure. Because when them young boys get caught stealing at the corner store, then you want to call the police on them,
Uh-huh.
But they hungry, Are you?
Yeah, Con, you're right. You are right. And the white man knows that the lack of resources is going to result into crime. He knows this. He knows that if a person is starving and about to die, they're going to do whatever they have to do. Like you said, go steal out the store. You got women that's turning around and survival sex, using survival sex to feed their kids. God. Willing to give their body for a measly $20 and $40 several times a day so that they can go and pay the bills and get some food and get some clothes. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. And that's what the white man is doing. You're right. A lot. He turned around and took all the resources, put them in his backyard, and only put 1 or 2 out there for us, and act as if, oh, there's something out there for you. Mm. What they say? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Con.
You got to work hard. You're not working hard enough. How are we not? When we the hardest working people on this planet.
Right.
How haven't we worked hard enough? So, but that's insane though. A half of an orange. It didn't say she get to eat shit. It didn't say she get to eat nothing. It's just the kids get to share an orange, a half an orange. Mm. Hey, that's terrible.
She gets less than 80 cents a day for each of her children. The Ohio legislature approves only 3/4 of the amount that the state welfare department felt was a minimum necessity in 1959.
What's the matter?
The rise of ADC recipients in the last 6 years has been particularly dramatic among Negro families in the northern ghettos. Giving aid only when a husband is absent pushes the man out of the house. His presence is...
What did it say?
Pushes the man out of the
Oh,
house.
let's rewind that. Hold on.
In 1959,
What's the matter?
the rise of ADC recipients in the last 6 years has been particularly dramatic among Negro families in the northern ghettos. Giving aid only when a husband is absent pushes the man out of the house.
Giving aid only when the man is absent pushes the man out of the house. What's that movie? That James Earl Jones played in. I forgot the sister. What did Claudine? What did Claudine? Everybody shout.
Come on, sir.
See if you can find that clip on that movie Claudine when the welfare worker came to the house. They used to do house checks back then to make sure that wasn't no man in the home. If you had 4 kids, they was looking for 5 toothbrushes. If they saw a 6 toothbrush in there, wait, who's this? Who's this? Is this a man? Is their father here? If they turned around and saw 6 bath towels in the bathroom, wait, who else lives here? If they see you supposedly eating, and there's 6 plates on the table, 6 cups, 6 sets of spoons and forks and knives, whose plate is this? There's someone else living here. And they're going to shut you off. See if you can find that clip for me, my shot. We won't play it. Because this happened for real. They put that in the movie. And they're going to go over in this documentary. They're going to go over. They just said, giving them assistance because the man not supposed to be there. Gonna push the man out because the man don't want to see his goddamn family starve and his children starve because he's poor, because he ain't got no money. So he like, dang, I ain't got no choice but to leave so that they can eat. Other than a half a goddamn orange, my kids need some food. So this was the start of pushing the man out of the home. It didn't happen just because black men ain't shit and they dogs and deadbeats and didn't want to take care of their kids and their family. It's because they were poor. They were being punished because they were poor. They were poor, and here's the punishment. Oh, you need me to feed you? Oh, okay.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
Can't be no man there.
Right.
Can't be no man there. Let me stop sharing this for a second. Pull that one up, my shop. Show you what they used to do when the welfare worker hit the door. Show you what they used to do.
The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
You got damn right he is. You damn right he is.
All right, we know you're ready, sir.
Come on with it. On the plate.
All right, come on.
Mom, the social worker's here. Oh, shit.
Pause it.
Honey, get rid of the TV and hide.
You see it? You see what they doing?
Come.
She took the damn toaster. You understand? The TV. It told the man, look, we got to go. Social worker come. The kids already know what time it is. Son ran and did the Jesse Owens to the goddamn living room into the kitchen. Jumped over the chair and the table. So, mama, the social worker is here. You understand? So now they got to turn around and start moving the house around. You understand? Moving things because you're supposed to be completely poor and you're supposed to stay that way.
Right.
That's the part that people is missing. You are supposed to stay poor. The system ain't designed to help the poor to live better.
Right.
It's to keep us poor. That's what it is. And turn around now, if you make $1 over your assistance, right? Because they have it now to where you can make a little bit of money. You can actually go to work and work so many hours, right? And this is their claim to wanting you to be self-sufficient. So that was their claim of them helping you be self-sufficient with that, to where you can get a part-time job somewhere, right? You can get a full-time job, but it got to be $5 an hour, something like that. You got to be making real low money, you understand, in order to turn around and still qualify for your assistance. When you make $1 over, they cut you off. $1. $1 over their set amount, they cut you off. This ain't designed to help the poor. Why not make a bracket where it's levels, right? What they say, it's levels to this beat. You got level A, B, C, D, and F, to where you start making money, you start getting hours, and you get self-sufficient, and then we'll turn around and say, hey, you're doing good. For the last year, you've been all right. I think we can help you enough, right? You're doing good, you holding it down. How's everything going? Okay, well, you good now, so we'll, whenever you need us, hit us back up. No, they don't do that. They already sitting there waiting. And they know when you make the dollar. Why? Because everything go in their system. All of your paychecks, your stubs, and all that shit go right in their system. They already know what you make. And they'll be to cut you off before you even get to the office.
Right.
They'll be to cut you off before you get to the office. I'm telling you, I got family member that's on assistance. And they didn't even have to be at the office to get cut off.
Yep.
They sent them a letter telling them why they won't be receiving any assistance this month. Go ahead, Maisha. Keep playing.
Come on, sir.
Look, she had the mixer, had the toaster, TV. You got to be cool.
Yep.
You got to be cool.
Mom, it's Miss K back, the social worker.
Well, don't just stand there, honey. Let her in.
Hi, Miss K back. Hi, kid.
Hi, you, Miss Kavak.
Fine. How are you, Mrs. Price?
Oh, just fine. Fine. But, they haven't sent me the authorization to buy the food stamps for the past 6 months. And then they cut me off for non-purchase. Now, Miss Kavak, why do they keep messing with me all the time?
Because the system's one big screw-up.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say it, because no one...
So you're the gentleman that's been keeping company here.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm just a garbage man.
Oh, well, may I have your name, please?
Simpson.
First name?
That's my first name.
Oh, your surname?
X.
Simpson X what?
Simpson X. That's it. You've heard of Malcolm X. I'm Simpson X. Hey, say, listen, I want to ask you something. You're supposed to give aid to dependent children, right? Well, why don't you just go ahead and give aid to the dependent children instead of worrying about who the mother's keeping company with?
Oh, let me straighten you out on something, Mr. X. There was a time we'd ask to use a bathroom to see if there was a razor in the cabinet. We don't do that anymore, but we do have to know what's going on. But you live here or elsewhere. Is that a gift you're giving to the family? Do you contribute to the support of this whole family?
Whoa, lady. You gonna tell us you can have this set? It didn't cost you in the city a damn dime, but you're gonna tell us you can have it, right?
Oh, I didn't make the rules, sir. I'm only doing my job.
The welfare ain't doing nothing for me, lady.
But the welfare is supporting Mrs. Price.
Supporting shit. Yeah, he gave me this. He gave me this. Yes, he gave it to me. Then he gave me this. Now we have to hide this shit. You believe? Yes, he gave me this. We have to hide this.
He gave us this too, but it don't work.
That's right. And I have to hide my man in the toilet. Miss Quebec, do you hide your man in the toilet?
Mrs. Price, we want to help, believe me. We know that children need a man in the house, a woman needs a man in the house. We don't insist people be married.
Do you mean you'd help a man move in if he's not married to the mother?
That's right.
That's immoral.
We're trying to deal with the realities.
What kind of example is that to set for the children?
Oh, what kind of example are you setting right now?
I ain't the government.
We'd love to see you get married.
Yeah, I'm hip you would. It would take the government off the hook and put me on.
Hmm.
Don't ask me no more questions.
Go ahead, cut it off, my child. They actually do that right there. Well, they don't do it so much anymore. You know what I mean? But they used to do that. They used to walk around. I forgot what their position was that they had, that they called them, other than social work. It was something else. Pull me back up on the screen now. But they used to do that. They would turn around and go and visit the houses to make sure there wasn't no man there, and then say, we want to help. Of course we want to help. Of course the household needs a man. We know that. We want to make sure it has one by saying that the man can't be here. You see how hypocritical white people are? Oppressors are? You know that the family needs a man.
Right.
Why this woman can't have a man that turn around and take her trash out and help her with her kids? Why the father of the family can't be with the family? In order for them to receive, it says family assistance, ain't it? Ain't that what it says for? The family, isn't the man the part of the family? Doesn't it take the man to put the seed inside of the woman in order to make the children and for all of them to be a family? All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many children that sister had? 9 kids. All 10, 11 of them. That's the family. So why aren't you helping the whole family? That's because when it comes to our families, that's not their design. Their design for our families is to destroy them. Okay? Let me play a little more of this.
His presence is an economic hardship, and a whole class of women and children are growing up in the northern ghettos, knowing neither husband nor father, only dependence on welfare. Life on welfare means waiting in line for.
Y'all hear that? That women and children growing up and they raising these kids to be just welfare recipients only. They don't even know anything about having a father, having a husband. They don't know because the sister drove the man out the house. You see what the social worker came and did in the clip. Saw the man. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's your name? Who are you? What you doing here? X what? You understand? What's your name? We're about to report this. We about to report this.
It's like if I could, Cap.
And that's the start of the system, man. Come on with it.
Come on, Con. So I looked it up. It said social worker or caseworker. It says the welfare worker you are referring to is likely a social worker or caseworker who visited homes to check for a man living there. Often as part of welfare checks historically, these workers would inspect homes to ensure the recipients were living in suitable conditions and not living with someone who could work. Now, I know a whole come on, sir. I don't know no brother that don't be wanting to work now. Every brother be wanting his own paper. He be wanting to do his own thing with his own money. That's gonna instantly put brother out the house if you tell him you can't work. If you hear you can't work, you gotta live off the government. Oh, man, I'm gone. I'm finna go make me some money and get my own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? I like it, sir.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. You are absolutely right. there aren't very many men that just don't want to work. They just want to get welfare. Tell their woman, no, baby, don't get no job. Just stay on the system. You know, they done had rules about that, by shop. Remember the rules we was in?
Oh man,
Where that sister Nitsa tried to push some white Mormons on black people. She now, do you remember that room? She had them other Negroes food.
Yeah,
she had Israelites in their food, thinking that they try to have these brothers come up with an excuse as to why these men was doing what was being said in this order, where they was making their woman stay on the system. This man had about 10, 12 wives and told none of them, nah, y'all ain't finna work. All of y'all going to go apply for welfare. And what they ended up doing, what got them jammed up, is they put the same man name down on every application. And so they said, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, how in the hell, what? And they figured it all out, and I think they arrested this dumb white ass. But this sister was trying to put that off on black people. And I said, man, I said, brother, did any of you brothers read the article? This ain't even a black issue, it's a white boy. And what she said, I know that, Cap. No, don't try to, don't have us answer some white man did.
Yeah, she tried to say, she tried to act like that's what we doing. Like, what?
She tried to act like that's what we
doing. We don't do that.
That is not what we do. Ain't nobody forcing a woman to stay on no. No, you ain't gonna go get no education to get no better job. No, just stay on welfare. No, hell no. Go get that goddamn nurse degree.
Yeah, Kevin, she talking about we doing it through our doctrine.
What you say, Marsha?
I said she talking about we doing it through our doctrine. What is you talking about?
She lied. She lied. But you saw I handled that. I couldn't let that slide right there. You are not going to put some shit that white people do on us. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't doing that. We ain't taking that. You understand? There are things that we do that we need to stop as black and Hispanic men. We don't need nobody else bullshit. You understand? We already got a tough time trying to fix these issues. Don't give us no more. All right? But yeah, this is the start right here of a lot of our problems that we having today. That was, y'all can see, was happening back then, and it's happening right now today. Fatherless homes. It's happening today. Sisters go run to get assistance and child support and put the man on it, and that puts the man out of the family. It puts him out of the house. That's what that does. And a lot of our people don't understand this. But these government programs are not set up and designed to help us. What's that word? Flourish. They're not trying to help us flourish. You understand? They're not trying to help us take off. Their thing for us is to keep us down. Because there's limitations on the things that you can do. You can't have, if you're getting, what's the one with the apprentices? What's that, Section 8? If you get Section 8, it's a lot of things that you cannot do that they're going to have you looking at you like you crazy.
Come.
They're going to be looking at you like you crazy. And guess what? Can't have a man on that either. Like, boy, it's just so crazy. Yeah, let me play a little more.
Food stamps, as for everything else. After getting her welfare check each month, Mrs. King's first stop is a food stamp center in the heart of Huff, Cleveland's Negro ghetto. She pays $110 for $158 worth of food stamps, which must be spent only on food. The idea is that the state guides the spending of welfare mothers, and the women resent the implicit moral judgment that they don't have the capacity to care properly for their children.
We are bitter because we are faced with trying to raise children without money. People on welfare, if they had money enough to at least exist on, I'm not saying, because I don't have a college diploma, that I should have, $300 a week, but I'm saying that people on welfare have a right to a decent living in a rich country like America. And, like we can always, send charity overseas. And it's, for years, we've been in poverty as a country. And that I'm concerned with, a country that, gets concerned with hunger in India, but it's not concerned with hunger in the United States. They talk about planning for a future. You have to first have something to plan with. You don't plan a meal, unless you got, something to eat. And you don't plan a future unless you have something to plan with. And this is what, society's going to have to face. They're talking about future America. And, our kids are part of that future society. And, and to deprive them from the time that they're, babies, now they say, work with 16-year-olds. That's crazy.
Let me tell you something, AT. Our children is not a part of their future. They not looking at our children as being a part of their future. You understand? This is why they do their children the way that they do their children and do our children the way that they do our children. Because they don't see us as one that should be together. Or that's, you know what? We're really going to need them in the future. They're such a great people. No, that's not how they see us. Come on with it, Devon.
Salaki, I know a sister that's in a situation with Section 8, right? Mm-hmm. She been, her last Section 8 landlord was a slumlord. She had to get an emergency move. So she been homeless, staying with people and her kids for a few months now. Mm-hmm. Now, she found a house. It's on the north side. Right off her street, not too far from her. Okay. The lady fixing on it. It's a nice house, 4 bedrooms, three rooms that can be turned into rooms in the basement, 2 bathrooms. Okay. A nice little house, a house. Her max for rent through Section 8 is $1,900. Mm-hmm. When Section 8 sent the inspector out to this house, mm-hmm. They told this lady that they wouldn't give this woman number 13. The lady want $1,800 a month from Section 8. Her max is $1,900.
That's what the sister get.
$1,900.
She approved for to receive $1,900.
$1,900 a month. Okay. The lady want $1,800 for this house.
Uh-huh.
They told that lady, Section 8 told that lady they didn't want to give her number $1,350.
What was their reason for?
That was their appraisal. They sent their little appraisal, whoever this person is out.
Dang.
Come on, man.
So she had to come up with the other 5.
Yeah.
For her rent if she wanted that place.
Right. But the lady ain't want to do that like that. She wanted from Section 8, guaranteed.
Right. So she
do not have that house.
I was say it's hard trying to find a house now, especially when over 5,000 of them got blown down with the goddamn tornado.
Yeah.
Look, I talked to the owner, right? And he was saying how hard it is to get supplies now.
Yeah.
You know? Like the windows that's behind the guy board, he would have been fixed that.
Right.
But I talked to him, he said, trying to get glass now is great. He said, a lot of folks telling him, just put plexiglass. He said, no, I ain't doing that. You know, he said, I want regular glass back in my window.
Right.
And in most cases, plexiglass is higher than regular glass. You know? So he was like, man, all of the companies is backed up. He said, the one that I went to that did have damn glass, they wanted $75 for a $25 window. I said, nope, come on. I had to wait. So it's going to be hard finding a place around here now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And they went up on the rent because of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rent has gone up, and you know who went out there putting the increase on the rent first? You already know it was the oppressor.
Yeah.
It was the white man that hiked the price of rent first. But then now we're only gonna give you $1,300 for your 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
That sounds decent. You said it was nice.
It was nice.
Man. I mean,
nope, you can't have it. Nope.
That's about that price.
Come on, man.
That's about that price for real. It's up there. You know? Hey. For a 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
Nice little baby.
So they can put three more
put
rooms
three.
in the
It's a
That's a big
open
house.
area and like 3 little rooms in the basement.
That's a big house. That's a big house. But they're going to do anything that they can to stop that system.
Yep.
And you know something? A friend of mine, she is on Section 8. And this sister went and they approved her somewhere out way past, what's it, 141? I forgot what the hell this was at.
Mm-hmm.
But about an hour away from her.
Right.
She like, man, if I go here to live, I gotta travel, go to work, and do all. She said, oh, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
She said, this is going to be terrible. You know? So, yeah, they trying to discourage our people from moving in this area anyway, because, you know, their project is to make it white again.
Kind.
Their project is to make the city of St. Louis white again. You know? And so they doing all they can to turn around and discourage and tear Black and Hispanics from, you know, moving in this area and staying in this area. You know?
And what's so crazy, Salaki, if I may, the house she had previous from that, they was giving $1,600 for it. It was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, but it's one of them houses that was leaning. Motherfucker leaning like this. You put a ball on this side of the road, that motherfucker gonna roll like that.
God, come on. Damn.
And it was a 2-family, they made it to a house.
Uh-huh.
So all the bills were high because everything was running off one system.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they paid 16 for that.
They paid 16, but that's on the south side though.
Oh, no wonder.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's their
area.
Yeah. That's their area. They take it out. They take it back over the south side. Slowly but surely. Yep. Slowly but surely. Let me play a little bit more of this. Let me get to this other
It's a lockout of one, if I could, real quick.
Oh, come on with it.
And also a bond, it could is likely that, you know, they make it a nice house. They want to make it difficult for a Black family to be able to move in there. They don't, because they don't want you there, you know. You know, so they make it hard as possible, you know, so you won't qualify because they would rather have a white family move in that location. I yield.
Right.
Damn right.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. The Roberts brothers, right? These are some brothers, father and sons, that own a bunch of commercial property and residential property here in the city of St. Louis. They bought one of the old famous Sears buildings, right? They bought that building and remodeled it and put several different businesses inside of it and all. At one point, the Sears building was cracking, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Sears building was cracking. And one of the sons, I forgot which one it was, but he heard about the expansion that the city of St. Louis is trying to do with the Central West End. And they're trying to stretch it all the way over and down and around. And you understand? Instead of Delmore and the Divide being kind of small on their side, they're trying to expand it and bring it over on our side. And they want to take that part back, move us out and all of that. So what he ended up doing was he went and bought, they went and bought up a whole, man, they bought down to everything down Martin Luther King. They bought down to everything. Everything that wasn't owned, they took and bought it. And they owned damn near Martin Luther King all the way from where it started to where it ended. They bought all of it, thinking that the white man was going to come in, start making it rain. You understand? Right. They thought the white man was going to open up his purse and make it rain on things and buy all their property. The white man said, oh, that's what they did? Found out that these niggas went and bought all their property, planned to get a big payout, and stopped the whole project. Yeah. They just stopped the whole project, all because these black men went and bought up the land so that they could make the money off of it, make a profit off of it. Right. Now they just sitting with a bunch of commercial property, man. You understand? That ain't even doing nothing because they thought that their project was on the way. But the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks up. That's right. Come. And this was 2020 when this happened, something like that. When this kicked off. This was a couple years ago. This wasn't 67. This was recent. To where the white man said, oh, these niggas think they slick. Think they finna get a bunch of money out of me. Sure. Put the whole brakes on the whole program. Go ahead, Did somebody say something? Okay, no sweat. All right, let's play this point.
To a mother, what do you think the young teenager gonna do? You know, why do you think that's down here on Huff? You know, because when it gets dark, they have to go out here and survive.
This is survival and escape in Huff. Music, movement, and this moment. But in the morning, no job that will pay a living wage.
Okay. Now this part right here, what they did was they showed the different things that they was doing, how they all came together, right? And what they said was this part, this dancing and music and all this was a way of escape. You understand? To get away from their reality. This is what I say. I say we face our reality, right? I say we face the fact that the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. Right? I say we face the fact that their goal is not to be equal with us. You know, their goal is not to help us survive and be great in life and have it going on. Think about what they did back on the movie Rosewood, right? And what they actually did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to where those white men on that movie, what did they say? They said, that nigga got a piano. I ain't even got a piano. Maishala, find that part for me too. See if you can find that clip from the movie Rosewood, to where those white men said, you know, that nigga got a piano, and they thought he was married to a white girl, but the sister was a native. You understand? It was a Native Indian sister that he was married to. But of course, because Native Indians in most cases are light, they thought she was white. And they was finding reasons to hate on this brother. They said, yeah, and he married to that white woman. And the nigga got a piano in his house. I ain't got a piano. So instead of dancing and doing something to escape reality, let's face it. Let's come together. You understand? Let's actually face our reality and know that all we got is each other. Right? And that our oppressor is not going to help us in no way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
These crumbs that he throwing up is just that. They crumbs. The welfare system is a crumb.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
Con, let me drop this. Bring that one up. Come on with it. And then I'm going to go back to it real quick.
I tell you, boys, anybody's hiding Jesse Hunter, my money's on Sylvester Carey. That nigga, he hates us white folks.
Mm-hmm. He does. You know he's got a piano? A nigga with a goddamn piano. I've been working all my life. I ain't got a piano. Don't know how to play one. That ain't the point. Old man Comer, up in that house of his, he got a piano. A nigga's got one. And I don't. Now how that look?
You heard? How that look? Nigga got a piano and I don't. That nigga over there minding his business.
Right.
Ain't even worried about them. You understand? But here they are hating on him because he got a piano. What the other one? He said nigga with a job. He said a nigga with a job. I've been working my whole life. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Come on with it, my y'all.
Now I was gonna say too, like even in some cases with that damn devil talking about a piano, man. I know some black folks that got nice things, right? And they got these jobs, but they have a nice car, but they'll drive a raggedy car to work just because they don't want the white man to see they got something nice. You know what I'm saying? They always want to make it look like they ain't got nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Then they think when you find out that you got a nice car like a Mercedes, a BMW sitting out, you know, in the garage, they gonna fire you. Or oh, you making too much damn money. You know what I'm saying? Like black people just can't have stuff. You know what I'm saying? We have to budget and plan and move this over here and move that around. Like we just know how to do that. We've been doing it all our damn life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, what they say, rob Peter to pay Paul, penny, pension, and all of that. We know how to move some money around to get the things that we need. You know what I mean? Right. And you're right. Hey, that's just how a lot of our people do, because they know any sign of showing this white man that you happy and you content and that you got it going on of any sort, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem. I remember telling a sister that some years ago. She turned around and was bragging on it. She dressed nice. She had some paper. You know what I mean? Drove a nice ass brand new car and came to work. And the white woman was, oh my God, OMG. I gotta come and raid your closet. Oh, you wear the finest clothes and this and that. Oh, how could you afford such nice clothes on this income? That's what she told me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And her plan was to go the next day in that. You know what I'm saying? She was going to dress to impress. I said, don't do that shit. I said, because you know what they will do.
Yeah.
Next, they'll be calling for your job. And they'll be trying to fire you. Turn around the next day. No shit. She ain't had an opportunity to put on no new outfit. The boss called her in the office and asked her, do you really need this job?
Dang.
How the fuck you gonna ask somebody something like that? All because she dressed nice. Because she got a closet full of nice look. What the fuck she supposed to look like shit?
Right.
All because you do.
That's right.
That's what people expect out of us.
Concert.
They country as hell. They don't know how to put on nothing and make it look good. You understand? What did Pop say? He's trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. You understand? Black folks know how to do that. I remember watching my grandmothers and my aunts and all of them, what they call that? They got them Salvation Army. And what do they call that? What kind of shopping do they call it? They call it something. I can't.
Like consignment shopping,
thrift shopping.
Thrift shopping is something else that they called it. I can't remember what it was, but I remember when my aunt and my mama and my grandma would come out of there, boy, putting clothes on, and you would think that shit was brand new.
Yeah.
You would think like, God, well, you a stylist or something? You a fashion designer or something? Like, why the black woman got to look and down and out, like on the clip that we played at Claudine, to where she started grabbing the shit and said, look, you know, he brought me this too. Brought the toaster. You understand? He brought me this too. Brought the TV. He brought me this too. Damn iron. You know what I'm saying? The shit that people need in life. You know? You go to work, you want to iron your goddamn clothes. You know? When you want something quick, you want to pop the toast in the toaster. You understand? I can't have nothing nice. And that's just what I'm telling you. She said, man, they just turned around and asked me, do I really need my job? So I told you. You can't trust them in that bullshit. All that. Ooh, girl, you wear the finest clothes. And she did. The sister dressed her ass up. She dressed like hell. I'm talking about. And guess what? She ain't like that.
Come.
She went and told the boss. And the boss asked his sister the very next day, does she really need her job? Come on with it, boy.
Salaki, it's this sister on Facebook going viral right now. She's a school teacher. But she's so bad. It's like the world, like
I saw that.
The white people like, oh my God. Like, no.
Yeah. I saw that.
How can she be a teacher?
Right.
She's supposed to be a stripper. She's supposed to be a whore.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Anything she put on gonna poke out.
Yeah, anything. If she put on a fucking blanket.
Yeah. So what is you saying?
If she put the roof of a house on, you know what I'm saying, she's still going to be poking out. Everything is going to be busting out the stack.
That's crazy.
You understand? I saw that, that sister, she's beautiful. Yeah. She got a body, and she's educated.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Got an education. And you right, they hating on her.
They
are hating on her back. You are so right. And she's, like you said, she's
supposed to be a stripper.
Yeah. But what is she doing being a teacher with all that ass?
She's supposed to be at the stoplight twerking on the head.
Exactly.
With Glorilla. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right. Yep. At 95 degrees outside, and I ain't got no nigga got me.
Yeah.
That's how she supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's how they look at all of our people.
Yeah.
You understand? And truth be told, Glorilla, if it wasn't for this place, she wouldn't be like that.
Nope.
Meg Thee Stallion wouldn't be like that. You understand? It's because of oppression, man. Because of the fact that, I can make some money if I just show some ass and some titties.
Right.
You understand? You could tell Glorilla was extremely uncomfortable with that at first.
Yep.
You could tell. But hell, I mean, as the dollars start coming in and people, the white man keep persuading you to keep twerking and show more tits, you know, that's what they do. But in a righteous kingdom, ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be no need for that.
Hosanna Christ.
No need for none of that. All right. Let me play this part. And then we get close to the time. Let me play this part. So this is after the party. This is after the late night escape. Y'all saw everybody, and that's one thing that a lot of folks don't know about back then is that our people were together. They were together more than we were separate. This, what did Martin Luther King call it? This ugly system that's turning good young women into prostitutes and good young men into dope addicts. This ugly system is what got us separate now, to where we no longer look at each other and come to one another as a community and as a people. But back then, you saw everybody was in the goddamn party and they kept the shit clean. Now, what do? They turn the kids' party into the adult parties. You understand? But back then, they had a party for everybody. Everybody was dressed decent. Everybody was dancing like they had some sense. They was having a good time. And the kids were right there along with the adults. Everybody came together because they all were suffering, going through something back then. And it was more important for them to come together and deal with it versus us being like what we are today, to where, oh, I got my own kids. I got my own kids to feed. I got my own car to put gas in. I can't be worried about nobody else's house. I got my own house. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that mentality back then like what we have today. So now here's reality sitting back in after the midnight escape.
And it begins again. Brenda is 19, unmarried, and she has just had a baby.
Brenda's got a baby. Tupac, when did he make that song? 90-something? And it's 60-something. And Brenda's still been having babies.
Nothing changed.
She's learning to care for him on her own. She's trying to get a job to support him, and she lives with her aunt, who has 5 children of her own. Money was the reason she decided not to marry Kenneth, the father of her child.
So look at how this system fucked this sister head up.
I mean, I would have married him, you know, while I was carrying the baby, but he had no job and couldn't support us, and his sister getting married. When my sister getting married, so I said, wait. I plan on marrying him next year, no sooner than next year. Have to give him time to work first. I mean, what's the sense of marrying somebody if he can't support you? That's his job to support you and the baby, not my job to support him and the baby. So after he start working, you know, work more than he been working, then I'll marry him. And I think he's able to take care of 2.
So did you hear what he said? She said, and you could tell she's confused. What'd you say, Maja?
Nah, that wasn't me, sir. Salaki. That wasn't me, sir.
That was me. I was just
come on with it.
I was just agreeing with you, out of one. You know, she looked as naive as she can be.
She naive as she could be. You hear me? You see, she could use like shit. Come on with it, Maja.
Nah, so like if I could just listen to that sister, she didn't even feel confident in even saying that bull crap right there. You know what I'm saying? She in love with that man, and she wanted to say, "I love him. Oh my God, he make my heart melt." Right. But somebody done told her that she gotta say, if he ain't working, he can't take care of you. She couldn't even put it together all the damn way. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't comfortable saying that crap.
She wasn't. She wanted to break out with Tony Braxton. I love me some him. You could tell that's how she really felt. But because of how the unfair welfare system is and all of the unfair requirements that they put in place, they turn around. She like, well, I ain't gonna be with him. I mean, I'm gonna marry him next year though, but no sooner than that. But I ain't gonna marry no man that can't take care of me. He's supposed to take care of me and the baby, not the other way around. I take care of him and the baby. Let me show you what the Bible says. Brenda, my niece Brenda, You understand? Let me tell you what the Bible said, Brandon. All right? About you taking care of your man. Number one, that's your job. That's your job. Y'all done laid together. Now you got to stay together. And this is God's requirements. That's in the Bible. Right? You don't get to decide on leaving your man because of his income.
Right.
Y'all got together and he didn't have an income. You see how stupid that is? Do you see how stupid that is that this place has made us?
Right.
Got our women, got Brenda thinking just as stupid as she can be. Oh, I ain't gonna marry a man that ain't got no job. He gonna take care of me. Why did you sleep with him then, Brenda? Why was he your boyfriend, Brenda? Why is he now your baby daddy, Brenda? And he didn't have a job. If that's your requirement, that's because that's not a requirement, man. Our people initially get together because they like and they love and they want each other. That be the reason for that. Don't no job have shit to do with it. Do y'all watch Pop the Balloon?
Come on, concert.
Huh? Y'all watch that? Man, do you know how many unemployed entrepreneurs there are out there now? Everybody on Pop the Balloon is a fucking entrepreneur. Just say you unemployed. Just say you are unemployed. And you know what? Somebody will still get with you, see? Brother, somebody will pick you up. You understand? That's not the reason that we get together. You know, because you make a lot of money. Because you rich. Because you making 100K. What's the new requirement, my child? 100K? Ain't it 100K about? The new requirement for the modern black relationship is 100K, like to travel, entrepreneur, and all kinds of other shit that they ain't doing.
And you gotta spend all your time with them.
And you gotta spend all your time with them.
How you gonna get anything done?
And you can only be with them, right? And you can't get shit. You ain't gonna get shit done. Spending all your time up under that booty. You understand? You ain't gonna get nothing done. You don't have no 100K. Your 100 gonna turn to a K. Your 100K gonna turn into just a K. That's all you gonna have after that. You have to be with them day and night. They got to know where you at, know the code to your phone, know which finger you use for your phone, know which eye you use for the phone, know which side of your face you use for the phone. They got to know all that now.
Right.
In order to trust you, in order to be with you and be in a relationship. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. But let me tell you what the Bible said about that money and about you taking care of your man, Brenda. Go ahead, Amon, read that for me.
Ecclesiastes chapter 22, verse 4. A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband.
A wise daughter. What did you say she was? Brenda was? Halakama? What did you say Brenda was?
Not naive as she can be.
Naive as she can be. And don't leave the as she can be part on. My niece Brenda is naive as she could be. And what she's naive to is to God's law, statutes, and commandments. She's naive to this truth. If someone was actually teaching the truth, then our sisters and our brothers, they wouldn't be so goddamn naive. Brenda would probably have a baby and she'll know what to do afterward. She wouldn't be double talking about, well, I'm gonna marry him, I ain't gonna marry him, but then I might marry him, but I'm gonna marry him, but then I don't, why would I marry him? Ain't gonna be none of that. Brenda would know what she's doing because she has these instructions. The Bible says that a wise daughter brings an inheritance to her husband. Bring me that goddamn money. You want to sit here and have it all for yourself. What you say about that the woman nowadays are trade a man for? What you say it was?
That
one word that you said. Come on.
Be happy.
The happiness. There you go. I know you was about to break the whole list down.
Yeah, boy.
But that one word sums it all up. Her happiness, her car, her house, her clothes, the ability to spend her own money. Do you remember when Cabal was here and we was before he moved to Iowa or Ohio?
Come.
He was talking to one of the sisters that work at the daycare, right? At the owner's daycare. Turn around and she had told him, oh, I guess he was trying to holler. I came at the last minute. And I think maybe he was trying to holler at the sister. And she said, I heard y'all don't like women to dress the way they want to. And he was like, well, it's a certain way that, that we want women to dress. He said, the only thing that we, requires that a woman don't look like no whore. Dress like no whore with all the ass out, all the titties out. You know what I'm saying? Too tight stuff, this, that. You can dress nice, look good all you want. Ain't nothing wrong with, a woman wearing this, pants, skirt, dresses, whatever, just as long as it's decent. Okay. And she said, nah, see, I ain't gonna do that because I wear what I want to wear. She said, if I want to wear something that's got my cleavage out, that's what I'm gonna wear. If I want to wear something that got the crack of my ass showing, that's what I'm gonna wear. If I want to wear something that's tight, then that's what I'm gonna wear. Do you know that sister, we've been in this building, what, about 9, 10 years, probably? We've been in here for 10 years. And do you know that sister don't even wear nothing tight? She don't wear nothing revealing. She don't do any of that. So basically what it was just to be against the man. Against the man having any say-so or control over your life. She's, I can't do that. I got to dress the way I want to. And do you know what? The sister actually dresses decent. She's always covered up. I've been seeing her for 10 whole years, and she's never been uncovered. But why say that? Because this society, this unfair welfare system, this government, the oppressor, the white man that the Bible speaks of, being the devil, right? That's his design for our families, for our men and our women to be against each other for any damn reason. She don't even have a reason. She don't even have a legit reason because she don't dress that way. She doesn't dress revealing. That's not how she dresses. But because he said, oh, you don't dress like this. No, see, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Because I dress how I want to. I don't like no man telling me what to wear. When she actually wears what that man said that he would like for this woman to dress like. She actually dresses like that. And I've been seeing her for 10 whole years. And I ain't never seen her with the crack of nothing show. Never. Okay? So finish that up, Yvonne. A wise daughter brings an inheritance to. How about we build something together? A lot of these sisters just expecting for the man just to pay all your bills because you got some coochie. The man just to wife you and you don't do nothing for him. Have you been heard about that, Yvonne? About how all of these sisters got all these requirements for these men, but then don't have none that they accept in return. They don't plan on doing shit, but just living and looking good. That's not life, baby girl.
Right.
That's not how that works. That's not reality. That's not work that way. You gonna get out there and work into the ground. You'll get out there and work for yourself day and night. Go through all types of hell, hot water, fucking hoops, and damn harassment and all kind of shit when you working for yourself and you doing for yourself, but then when you got a man, you feel like you ain't got to work no more. How about that can add to whatever he got? Everything has gone up. Rent then went up from damn $1,300 to $1,900. Eggs that went up from $1.99 to damn $6.99. I remember the eggs were higher than that. But the last time I went to Snooks, I took a picture of it. The damn eggs was 6 and 9 and 9. I said, oh my God, for 12. Milk high as hell, cheese high as hell, everything high. Don't even get no meat. Don't get no meat. I remember one time I was in Save a Lot. I was in Save a Lot, and a sister turned around and said, "I'm getting some meat for one of our functions. We I forgot what whatever giveaway, whatever." And the sister said, "Brother, look at this," and a damn small piece of steak, the actual 4-ounce thin sliced steak, was $30. She said, "This is insane," and she threw that shit back in the damn on the shelf. She threw that high ass steak back on the shelf. She said, "This is insane." So guess what? Sisters will go work themselves in the dirt. But then when they get the man, oh, he supposed to take care of me, not the other way around. What did God say about in Ecclesiastes? Read that again for the top.
Come. Ecclesiastes chapter 22, verse 4. A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband.
A wise daughter, if you got any sense, and if you are not naive like my niece Brenda on this documentary, right? To where she said, "Oh no, he's supposed to take care of me. We ain't get married because he's supposed to take care of me. He ain't got no job. He's supposed to take care of me and the baby. I ain't gonna marry him this year, probably next year, but then I ain't gonna marry him because he ain't got no job." God says sex is marriage, Brenda. You and that brother has sex. So you are married. And guess what? You better stay together forever. That's what happens. That's how it's supposed to happen. But because of this society and this unfair welfare system is pressuring families to break up because they poor, their kids is starving. The man say, "Damn, I don't want my woman and my children starving, so I'll just leave the home." That's what forced men to leave, was these programs that they don't put on nobody else. They don't put this pressure on white people. They ain't coming to white houses to make sure that Bob is not in there with little Bob. They ain't walking around the house to make sure that they ain't got no fucking toaster oven and no goddamn iron and a microwave and a fucking TV. They not doing that to them. They wasn't worried about how well dressed they were. White people don't know how to dress no fucking way. They ain't got no style and no class and no taste and no soul, no goddamn way. So wasn't nobody going around checking for them about shit. Meanwhile, yeah, white men that's supposedly religious Mormons that was lying, scamming the government. Had a whole bunch of women, a whole bunch of children that were receiving checks for all of them. And wasn't taking care of those. That's the real deadbeat. That's the real deadbeat right there, is the white man. And he wasn't taking care of none of those women or them children that he was robbing out their goddamn income every month.
That's right.
But the black man was forced out the house and said, "Damn, man, I don't want my baby and my son starved. So I'll just leave." The government forced families to decide on breaking up.
That's right.
Because it's a more here too. But we'll have to get to it on another. A wise daughter brings an inheritance to her husband. That goddamn money that you make, bring it to Papa. Give that paper to Papa. And let's build something with it.
Come on,
Yes. Come on with it. Finish it.
Come. But he that liveth dishonestly, Shalakia. But she that living dishonestly is her father's heaviness.
Her father's heaviness. Because you know what would happen back then? Is if this woman would not act the way that she was supposed to act, the man would take her back to her father. You know how niggas hold receipts for certain things that if it turn around and start acting up, it don't work right.
Okay.
You take it back to the store and get a refund.
God.
That's what brothers was doing back in the day. And you would be your father's heaviness, your father's headache instead of your man's. A nigga would get rid of your broke ass from you talking all that money shit. And you ain't doing nothing but looking cute around the house all day. That's what would happen to you back in the day. A nigga would drop you back off to your daddy and say, here, man, you deal with this shit. I ain't dealing with this. She don't cook. She don't clean. What did my girl say? She said she cook, she clean, she fuck, and shut up.
Right.
She ain't trying to be no headache to her man. She's in order.
Mm-hmm.
What's that sister name that made that damn song? I forgot her name. She done been to the Passover and the damn all our events and every goddamn thing. I forgot her name.
China Monet out of one.
China Monet, there you go.
Right.
That's she said, I cook, I clean, I fuck, and shut up. She her man's aspirin. That's what she is, not his damn headache. She's taking care of him. She knows how to take care of a man. She ain't nagging him to death. She ain't talking about what she ain't gonna do. She ain't talking about she tired, she worked too. So what you mean cook something? You should have cooked me something. Why don't you cook something? She ain't arguing with him.
Right.
She ain't being his headache.
Right.
They getting along in that household. Ooh, wee. She ain't being no stupid
Beautiful
bitch.
thing. Beautiful thing.
Yeah. No, she ain't being a stupid bitch. She handling her business.
That's right.
And she making sure her man is good.
Come.
You understand? By doing those four things. And if you know anything about metaphors, what she's basically saying is, I do what it takes to keep my man and keep him happy. That's what she's saying. She ain't just worried about her own fucking happiness. She ain't just worried about her own bank account stacking and growing. She does what it takes for their bank account to stack and grow. She's adding to him. That's what a wise daughter is doing. She's adding to her man. When you go to Proverbs 31, y'all can read this on your own. 10 on down. That sister ain't no fucking stay-at-home fucking wife. She got her own business. She got her own business, don't she, Bob?
Come.
Ain't she out making coats and boots and scarves for the winter for fucking her friends and family and everybody? She's selling shit to the merchants. You understand? She know that what she got is good. That's another.
That's right. That's right.
She know that the shit she offering is good. You understand? Why? Because she coming with some. She bringing something to the table more than just some ass and some titties. What did and I'm gonna end with this. What did what's her face say on that song? Cardi B. She said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring. Baby, that's not gonna keep that for long.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you look good. Yeah, huh?
I was like, I said, it didn't keep neither one of them dudes she was messing with.
Neither one of them. One of them came out and said that BBL stink. So that didn't even keep him. You understand? That didn't keep neither one of them. And guess what? The list ain't gonna stop from there. It's gonna be some other celebrity Negro in a minute.
Yeah, come.
And that ain't gonna last long either. And then it's gonna be somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. until she changed her mind, till she get her mind right. If a man wants you, that body is what he wants. If he see you and he want it, he want it. And it's gonna be good to him. It was created to be good. Y'all be being extra. And when I'm saying y'all, I'm talking about these celebrity bras and then these bras that want to follow behind them getting BBL. I never thought I would see the day to where sisters with big old booties would be buying big old booties. I never thought I would see it. Sisters with big old titties buying big old titties. I never thought I would see that.
Cap,
I'm
they
looking
ain't
at some of
going
these.
knife no more, Cap.
Huh?
I said they ain't going under the knife no more. They going to buy them at the Chinese store where they get the hair from.
Yeah, they sell them sponge.
Yeah, they go get them
They
great
sell
value BBL.
sponge, but they still going to get shot now. I seen one to where they it's a sister giving BBLs in a goddamn vest. She got a mobile BBL.
Damn.
To where she inject them in the ass with the fix-a-flat in the goddamn box truck. She pull up on you and do it. Straight up. I'm gonna send you that article so you can do a show about it. So you can do a clip about it.
Okay,
but yeah, so Cardi B said, I don't cook and I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring.
Damn.
Yeah, you got the ring, but you couldn't keep it.
That's right.
And not cooking and not cleaning, that shit didn't get it easy. That goddamn meal that you and Offset had in McDonald's didn't last long. It's only so much McDonald's a Negro can eat before he wants some home cooked food. To where he wants you in the kitchen. He want to watch you in the kitchen with that big old booty, slinging them pots and them pans, making them biscuits from scratch. You understand? Making those eggs with cheese. Making pancakes. You understand? Making turkey bacon. And he wants to see you do that. There's an old saying that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And it's very few women that believe in that nowadays. Very few sisters know anything about that. All right. But look, with that, we had to pass the time. Water for everybody. We got to do part 2 to this. We didn't get halfway through what I wanted to bring out. So we're going to do part 2 to this one. Make sure y'all stay tuned for ISUPK classes here in St. Louis, in Atlanta, all over the planet Earth. Go to ISUPK.com or whatever city you in. You understand? Call the numbers, get them classes, pay them goddamn tithes. You understand? So we can do this work for the Lord all over the planet Earth. And with that, I'm done. You understand? Anybody, y'all want to close out? You want to close out about?
Live, sir. You got it.
God. You want to close out, my Shalom? You got anything you want to say?
That was perfect, sir.
Yeah, both sides great. Allah Kamad, you want to close out, brother?
It's all yours, Cap.
All right. Hey, with that, we go. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Y'all about Shimmy Harvard Shabbat right thumb.
Hey, y'all.